Haley's Shooting Star by Stephen Carman. I dribbled my pink basketball on a quiet side street in the burbs. Strong summer rays seared the back of my neck. My sweaty t-shirt clung to me like second skin. I cut to the spray-painted foul line and eyed the hoop, a portable one with a round steel pole, glass backboard, and a heavy-duty base that edged the curb. I cupped the basketball in my right hand and heaved a hook shot. Swish. Nothing but net. Too bad nobody was around to see me sink it. Still, I imagined a crowd chanting, "Go, Haley! Go, Haley!" I was practicing by myself 2 houses down when my aunt and uncle's new home. Per my aunt, the hoop was her neighbor's and everyone was welcome to use it. That was music to my ears. Shooting a basketball was a lot easier when I had a left hand to help guide my shots, but my accuracy was improving. Day by day, practice by practice. 3 years ago, when I was 9, I had luckily injured my left hand while playing basketball. Yeah, I said luckily injured because it gave doctors the opportunity to examine it, and they discovered something on the x-ray, eventually diagnosing it as osteosarcoma, a fancy name for a type of bone cancer. It was the hand they eventually amputated, done to remove the cancer, done to trash it like moldy bread. So now I only had one hand. My left arm was shorter than my right, stubbed at my forearm, which is okay. I was healthy now, cancer-free. All the body parts I needed to keep playing the game I loved were intact. 2 boys approached from down the block. They looked about my age. I had no clue who they were. The taller boy wore a muscle shirt over his wiry frame. His sidekick had a stocky build and was unsuccessfully spinning a basketball on his finger. "What's up, guys?" I asked. "Sup," the taller one said, blatantly staring at my stubbed arm. Embarrassed, I glanced down at the pavement. "I'm Haley." The shorter one dribbled the basketball between his legs. "I'm Matt, and this is Jason. Did you just move here or something?" "No, my aunt and uncle did. My mom and I are just helping them get set up. We'll be heading back upstate in a week." "Cool," Jason said. "You mind getting off our court now? I want to play Matt one-on-one." I half smiled. "Seriously?" Jason stole the basketball away from Matt mid-dribble and laid up the ball on the hoop. "Seriously, the Special Olympics are 1 block down." Matt laughed, his body arching forward. I dribbled my ball, the bounces hard and high. "Not nice." Jason dished their ball back to Matt. "Sorry, girlie, I'd say you can play, but no girls are allowed on this court. Especially girls with only one hand. You might hurt yourself, you know." I kept my chin up, my stare hard, even though my insides felt ripped. A scrawny boy, 12-ish, wandered out of the driveway 2 houses down. He had a mess of curly black hair. His thumbs worked a large black remote controller. Through thick glasses, he peered at a toy truck making 360s in the street. "I'll take that kid on my team," I said. "We'll play you guys. If we win, you leave and let us shoot around. If you win, I'll go back inside and let you guys play your game. Deal?" Jason laughed obnoxiously, his hand covering his mouth. "You want to play with Peanut? That loser couldn't hit the backboard if he tried." "Yeah, I want Peanut." Jason walked up to me, wagging his finger. "Sorry, I forgot about another rule. Losers can't play on this court either." I raised an eyebrow. "You're scared to play us?" Jason made a face. "Yeah, right, get lost." I rolled my eyes. "Seems like you're scared to me." Jason's jaw dropped. "Fine, we'll play you guys up to 7. We'll use our ball, not that girly pink one you've got. We'll be done with you quick and easy." He cupped his hand around his mouth. "Yo, Peanut, let's go. We need you to play. You're on her team." Shoulders slumped, Peanut walked towards us. He parked his toy truck and set his controller down on the curb. But I thought you said I was never allowed to play on this court." Jason folded his lanky arms. "I'll make this one exception, Peanut." I dribbled the ball over to Peanut. "Do you want to play?" "Sure, I love basketball, but they never let me," he said, looking at the ground. The toe of his new sneaker kicked at a pebble. "I'm just not very good." "Forget them," I said. "Play if you want to. I'm Haley. I'll assume your real name isn't Peanut." A light blush crept to his cheeks. "I hate that nickname. I'm Pete." "Hi, Pete. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you, too. Let's play ball." My plan was simple. Get Pete the ball. Let him shoot. Let him have some fun. And that was what I did. I got him some clear looks at the basket, but his shots were erratic. He did manage to hit the rim. Once. A brick that almost took the rim down. But that didn't matter. He was doing what he loved. It bothered me, though, that Matt and Jason were laughing at his misses. Pete went silent, and I could tell he was getting down on himself. In no time, we were losing 6-0. "Is that a tear I see in your eye, Peanut?" Matt mocked. "Do you need a tissue?" Pete blinked his eyes, wiggled his lasses. "No, I don't need a tissue." "Grow up," I said to Matt. "Pete's not crying. Even if he was, there's no shame in that. Even my dad, who's super tough, cries." Matt and Jason slapped at each other's arms, laughing. My blood boiled. My dad was my hero, and if they only knew him, they wouldn't be so quick to laugh at him. I clapped Pete's shoulder. "Ignore them, buddy. Just have fun. If we lose, we lose. No big deal." Pete smiled around braced teeth. "Cool. I wish there was a way to beat those guys, though. I'd love to win, just once." I whispered in his ear, "Do you mind if I get us back in the game? I have a pretty wicked hook shot." Pete's eyes opened wide like a bug. "Do it." I knocked knuckles with him and then returned to guard Jason. Jason checked the ball to me. "Game point," he said. I checked it back. I turned up to defense, smothering Jason. I stole the ball, spun around, charged to the hoop. At the side of the key, I took a hook shot. Swish. I was feeling it. I was in the zone. Matt and Jason were stunned. I sank 5 more shots, all swishes. They were no longer stunned. They were furious. "Game point for us," I said, checking the ball to Jason. "Double team her," Jason said to Matt. "Don't let her shoot." Matt and Jason got up on me. I spied Pete alone near the basket, ready and waiting. I bounced a pass to him. He bobbled the ball, focused on the rim, and heaved the shot. The ball clanked off the backboard and dropped right through the hoop. Game over. I ran over and slapped Pete 5. "Great shot, you did it. You see, don't let anybody or anything stop you from doing what you love. Way to go. You're a star." Pete flashed a 1,000-watt smile. His cheeks pushed up to his eyes. "Nice shot, Pete," Matt said. Small voice. "Yeah, not too shabby, Pete," Jason added. "Enough chit-chat," I said, cueing my tough girl voice. "Time for you guys to take your ball and get lost." Matt's face went red and his arms flailed like he was doing jumping jacks. "No way! We want a rematch!" "Stop," Jason said, his shoulders slumped. "A bet's a bet. Let's go." I passed the ball to Jason. "I'm just kidding. Stay and play. But try and let Pete play more often. It's not fun being told you can't play, right?" "Yeah, I see your point," Jason said. "I wish you were moving to here. We could use a great shooter like you on our team." I gave Jason a tight-lipped smile, flattered that he thought I had game. Pete walked over to the curb and grabbed his remote and a piece of paper beside it. "Is this yours, Haley?" I patted the pockets on my shorts. My photo. My heart knocked like a shoe in the dryer. I didn't like people seeing me looking like I did in that photo. "Yeah, I'll take that," I said, walking towards him. "Is that you?" he said, scrunching his nose. I looked over Pete's shoulder at the photo. "Yeah, it's of me and my dad. He's overseas right now, serving in the military, and I haven't seen him in months." I closed my eyes and recalled the day the photo was snapped. It was Easter in our backyard. I was 9, completely bald, in the midst of chemo. Chemo is a type of medical therapy that helped me fight the cancer, but it also caused me to temporarily lose all my hair. My dad was also bald then, his hair removed by razor and shaving cream. He told me that as long as I couldn't have hair, he wouldn't either. In the photo, a yellow shoulder-strap dress hung loose on my tall, thin body. Dark circles underscored my hazelnut eyes. Skin, pale as porcelain, pulled tight across my cheekbones. My dad, handsome and muscular, was gently holding my hand. The hand that the doctors removed a few weeks later. My dad managed to smile for the photo, but I saw the pain in his eyes. Nobody I knew was tougher than my dad. But when it came to me, his little girl, he was a mush, a big softy. Matt and Jason gathered around and looked at the photo too. Jason shuffled beside me. If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your hand? In the response to their muttered sorries, I told them that there was nothing to be sorry about, that I was cancer-free, and I planned to live a long life. My uncle's white cargo van passed us on the road, and he parked in his driveway. My heart beat fast. Hey, you guys want to see my aunt and uncle's new dog? My uncle just got it from a breeder. We ran to the driveway. My uncle climbed out of the van, and my mom and aunt hurried out of the house, cameras in hand. Oh, I can't wait to see the new puppy, my mom said, breathing heavy. He's in the back. A real good boy, this one, my uncle said, and walked us to the rear of the van. When we gathered around, he opened the doors. And there was no barking. There was no dog. There was just a ladder and some paint cans. And my dad. He was in his army uniform, holding a bouquet of flowers. My dad leaped out of the van and flashed me a smile so bright I could feel its glow. I leaped into his arms with a scream, tears streaming down my face. My dad swung me around and I caught Jason's eye. He mouthed the word later, and then he grabbed Matt and Pete, and the three of them headed towards the basketball courts. I felt complete in every way. My day was a perfect swish. So that is our first story from Bully Box, and there are some questions in the Google Slides for you to answer, so go ahead and make sure you answer those TTQA and using 5th grade sentences.